You guys asked for a Lego train video of me ranking every single Lego train set that basically ever existed. And I had to condense this whole entire list down to a couple different things. One, I'm going off from 2000 and above. I didn't want to cover all of like these super older Lego sets, although there's really cool ones. Maybe we can encompass them in a future video, but for this purpose of today's video, I thought we'd go from 2000 and upward. And I also left off some of like the, micro scales or, just like poly bags or small creator ones, stuff like that. This is more the play scale on train tracks, official train tracks type of Lego sets. So without further ado, here is my worst to first Lego Trains video. I'm excited, guys, and I think I always say this, but I said it when you guys had asked for this video. I think my opinions here are pretty well justified just because I'm an avid Lego train collector. I feel like I have many that I'm going to go through off this list. So without further ado, let's jump straight on into it. First, starting at the far left at the worst end and working our way to the best. We have actually a new one. It's the freight train. I don't know what's wrong with this set. I personally believe this is one of the worst looking Lego trains that Lego has made in the last 24 years. This thing to me, it just doesn't do it. It just does not do the trick. I genuinely appreciate some of the freight cars. I love that it has the powered up system in it, but like let's not take that away. The locomotive is ugly. I can't even, there's no beating around the bush. That isn't, they say moms can't love you, right? Yeah, this mother can't love this son. If that was if this was the train, I don't know. Something about it just doesn't sit well with me. Maybe it's the round curved edges. There's just been so many better Lego trains, which we'll see in today's video, that have done way better. Moving on forward, we have a Lego Harry Potter set, and a couple reasons why this is so far down on the list, as well as many of the other Harry Potter Hogwarts Expresses. I truthfully believe Lego has yet to do a good Hogwarts Express, and I stand by that statement. I think that train is so iconic and so amazing, and I'm not even the biggest HP fan, but man, Lego, they need to step up their game on designing these, because I am not satisfied. And if I'm not satisfied, I'm sure there's many others that are not satisfied. But the coach car, the box looking coach car with the yellow stripes, it's horrendous. It's hard to look at. And then the locomotive itself, it is just a little bit smaller. The details are generally there, so it's not too bad. But yeah, that one is pretty brutal. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been a bunch of Hogwarts Expresses. I feel like there's like 7, and I'll kind of justify each one why they're not good in this video. And don't take that with a grain of salt, right? There's still enjoyable Lego sets. I've built probably 4 out of all 7 or 8 of them, whatever that is. I just think it could be so much better done. Anyways, this is the next one on the list, which is actually brand new, starting in 2023, I believe. The 2 coach cars, again, I'm gonna say it, are absolutely atrocious. This is ridiculous. Like, it should have just been one nice coach car. Like, this should be probably one car with double wheels on both sides and like are hingeable. That's my opinion there, and I'm gonna stand by that. I mean, there's no excuses. Like, we've seen better train coaches be built from early 2000s, and then we get this here in 2023. Absolutely bananas. And then the locomotive, again, I still feel is a little bit small. Of course, this is a difficult one, getting the wheel size and the shape, so I do understand that. But overall, I feel like the locomotives have not changed over the past few years too much. Here's another one. I think this is one of the better Hogwarts Expresses. I still have it quite far down on my list, but it is, again, this is 75955. This one was released, I think, in like 2019 or 2020, somewhere around there, maybe even 2018. But I actually had like 3-4 copies of this one, and I mocked this setup. I ended up putting 2 of these together to build a like proper locomotive. It wasn't done perfect. Like I said, I'm not a great mock builder, but this locomotive needs justice done to it. And then likewise with the coach car, it is absolutely atrocious. It's too small. It's unrealistic. The 2 wheels just looks embarrassing, right? Like, it looks embarrassing. So for me, that one's super far on the list. Again, yet again, another Hogwarts Express not well done. Next up, we have from all the way from 2001. I know this one is a little bit, more studdy, if that makes sense. It has more studs on top, but I actually kind of like the feel to it. One obviously bad thing on this one, I think it was this one, the wheels are just literally clamped and studded into this bottom base. Back then in 2001, they didn't have like those base plates like we have now, or didn't use brick pieces to like build their own plates. They just didn't have that technology back then, right? So this is 23 years old. So it does make sense, but I still think, and take that away, the locomotive, I just feel like it looks more Lego-y and Hogwarts Express-y, if that has any consolation. So I know we're talking a lot about Hogwarts Expresses, but there's like so many of them, and I'm definitely putting them in the beginning of today's video because they're just not my favorite. We next have the motorized one, which is actually very similar. I always wanted this when I was a kid, never got it, but it is pretty cool. It's got the boxy Lego feel to it, and the wheels do hinge, and it is on that brick build piece as their podium. So, anyways, cool set. That one is definitely one of the better Hogwarts Expresses. All right, moving into some other Lego trains, we have the high speed train set 4511. This one is back from I think it was 2003 release. It is on the 9-volt track. It's actually a really cool looking set. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a high speed runner, white with the green like Lego City logo, and it looks like at the time you were able to customize it and build it in 2 different variations. And kind of build it, kind of like a cargo train. So that was actually a really cool one. Really impressive set in my eyes. Moving forward, we have the Lego World City Cargo Train. Same time, I think that was 2003 release. This was a set number 4512. This one is pretty cool and interesting as well. I do like the colors, the green. It kind of just gives a little bit of a nostalgic feel. It is on the 9-volt tracks, which is always really cool. And even had some like side builds there, which is, a nice touch for a Lego train. So moving on forward, we have a modern set that's actually not even released yet, and I still put it on our list. I think it looks really good. I don't even need to have it down in front of me to kind of review it. Like, judging off the box, I feel like this is a pretty solid one. And the price is very reasonable. $90 for this. And it's in a sleek red city kind of color. You could probably get like 5, 6 of these and make like a really cool one. But for $90, I feel like it's pretty fair. And of course, you get the train station and a few straight track pieces. We next have the Holiday Main Street. I wasn't gonna put this on our list, but it comes with a trolley, and technically, I guess that's a train. So I'm putting it on their list. You can actually motorize it, and it runs around your train tracks or in your Lego City. It's a great touch that Lego did this. And for me, I think this one is actually really interesting, and happy that they made that. Next up, we're moving up back into the Hogwarts and finishing them off. We have the Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not the play scale that I talked about earlier in today's video, but I am going to be honest, when you walk down my staircase, this is like on a nice little podium. It's the first thing you see when you're kind of walking into my Lego room, like for Hurt Free still. It's pretty glorious. Now, the retail price is not attractive at $500, but it went on sale very shortly, like 6 months after releasing, for like $400 during like Black Friday, and I ended up picking up a copy. And to be honest, for $400, I'm very pleased with this set because it's actually a really beautiful Lego display. But that leaves us to our number one Hogwarts Express, and it's set number 4758. Technically, this is the first Lego set I have ever gotten. I got this for my birthday when I was a kid. I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I love the Hogwarts Express. True passion for the engine, true passion for the train. And this one has the nostalgia here. That is why it's better than all the others. And I still have it to today. I think there's a couple missing pieces, but all the minifigs are intact, and for the most part, it is all there. So a really cool set, and kind of the nostalgia factor. Moving on forward, getting into some better looking trains, we got some Lego City Passenger Train from 7938. This one is sleeked out in red, again being a part of the Lego City line. Came with a boatload of tracks, and it came with that IR receiver, the motor, the battery box, and a remote control. Pretty much a bang for your buck. But regardless of all the things that were thrown into it, I think it was a very decent and sleek looking Lego City train. Also, in red, it was done very well. I'm not a big fan of the red color, but here is another one. It's set 3677, and it's actually a cargo train that I think is done exceptionally well as well. It's a Lego City set, and overall, I really enjoy this one. I think it's actually one I haven't built and I don't have in my collection, and it's one I probably will buy and build when we have our future Lego Train City. We also have a yellow cargo train that was recolored later on in the green. This one, again, I think is really cool too. You got an Octane car that was pretty awesome. You got the box truck that was in it for the whole semi look, and then you had a car transport as well. So really enjoyable Lego set. I love these cargo trains. It was in that yellow color. It looked really good. And then Lego went ahead and made this one, I think in 2017, somewhere around there, in green, and it's kind of almost the exact same thing as that yellow one. Just basically some minor details, different locomotive cars, and sleeked out in green. But I do like the green a lot much better. It just, for me, for whatever reason, looks pretty cool. And like it has a whole Lego theme of like having a brick bank being stolen, or like a bank heist being executed, which is actually really cool. And I do have this one in my collection. It is a really, really cool Lego set. Moving on forward, it's a August 1st, 2024 release. And the reason I'm putting it so much higher on the list as far as some other sets is because of the uniqueness of this. It's a Super Mario Lego themed train. It's the Bowser Express train. There's no thing like this. There's nothing like this. This thing is absolutely incredible. I will honestly probably buy this day freaking one just because I'm a huge Lego train fan. You get some really cool Mario characters, and it's just a cool looking train. How could you not want to add that into your collection? Moving forward, we have the Heavy Hauler train, which is from the Lego City theme as well. It is really similar to that green and yellow cargo train, but of course getting different cars, like one with a helicopter transport. I think that's a coal tender transport, and then one here for like kind of like a box truck. And then you do get a crane inside the set. But overall, the locomotive itself, it was pretty nice. It goes with that green one and yellow one quite nicely. I just really like that it encompassed a crane in that set. Moving forward, we have a new 2022 or 2023 release. This was the Express Passenger Train, another fantastic Lego City train. This one is sleeked out in a neon green, and overall, I think it is a really sleek passenger train. It does have lights as well, which is always a good touch. Now, for me, I think this set is incomplete. I feel like you have to almost buy two of them to run them back to back, but I really do like that Lego does that, and you can get like a complete Lego City passenger train for like, $350 or $360, whatever it comes out to be. Anyways, really cool train. Happy that one is made. Moving forward, we have the Toy Story 3 Western Train Chase. A really fantastic looking train. This is super unique as well. And again, it's part of the Disney theme, and it was waved out when the Toy Story sets were going on. I believe this one was very difficult to motorize, if I don't recall correctly, but nonetheless, still a really cool train. Check that out. It had a price tag of $110 on there. I feel like that was somewhere around its retail price. Moving forward, we have the Lone Ranger, a Constitution Train Chase 79111. Again, another really, really interesting Lego train. Gosh, the minifigs look fantastic. I'm not a Lone Ranger fan. I've never even seen a movie, so I can't be like, oh, I'm drawn to the set because of that. I simply have to acknowledge that this is a great looking steam locomotive. The minifigs in the set look fantastic. It's got the Wild Wild West theme going on, and overall is just pretty immaculate. And it even comes with your full loop for an entire Lego train track. That's an impressive Lego set. Like, my gosh. The only thing left to do is power that bad boy up and have that thing rolling around. So really interesting one there. I'm actually having some withdrawal not owning that one in my collection. So that one's sad to see. I'll have to pick it up at some point in time. Moving on forward, if you like the videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like today's video. It really helps me out to engage with you guys and let me know you enjoy these types of videos. Let's move on to the next Lego set. The next Lego train that we are putting up on our list, we are officially into our top 15. So number 15 on our list is the Monster Fighters. It's the Ghost Train. The uniqueness of this set and having that Halloween vibe and feel and having all the glow-in-the-dark minifigs and just something so freaking different, it had to make it in my top 15. This is just so cool. It's haunty. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year, birthday month, obviously. But just a beautiful looking Lego train. It is fantastic. And I am sad to say I do not own this one. I do not have my Lego collection, but at some point it will be added. Moving on forward, we have the high-speed passenger train. This one is really cool, and I've definitely put it above some of the other city speed passenger trains because it's with 3 cars being in it, you almost get the complete train. It's the complete package, right? If you had a smaller Lego City, this is like the dream Lego set. You get both ends and you get a passenger car in the middle. Of course, we would love another passenger car, right? Of course, why wouldn't we? So that kind of began the dilemma. If you wanted to add more passenger cars and you got 2 of this set, it's a lot more difficult because now you have 2 ends instead of 1 middle. Instead of like the modern day ones, you could just buy 2 and get both ends and 4 cars in the middle. This one is a little inverted. So if you have a smaller Lego City, this was like the answer. This was the solution. So I can really appreciate that. And for what it's worth, the colors of this one, I think, is amongst the best that the Lego City passenger train has been done in. It looks absolutely amazing. Moving on into our number 13, and this one is a little bit different. It is actually a promo back in, I believe, 2018 or 2019, somewhere in that time frame. It was a gift with purchase. Yeah, you know us on our lucrative gift with purchases. It was the celebratory Lego Trains 40-year anniversary. This was a have-to-have set for me. I believe I missed out on buying this as a promo, and I went ahead and bought it right when it sold out or whatever for like 35, 32, 34, 36 bucks, and just bought it outright because it was just a set I had to have. And it is a cool set. And you can actually power this up. There's a bunch of videos of people just powering this up locomotive. And the reason I'm including this one is because the OG, which I think was 40 years before this, right? Was basically this train, I think, with some other cars onto it, and you were able to power it up. But this one you could power up and run it itself, but all the way back into the year of 2018. So really cool set. Moving forward, we have the Ghost Train Express. That's set number 12. And probably surprised to see this on our list, but the box art definitely makes it, restrains it from being a lot better than what it is. But I'm going to argue this set is really cool and interesting. I really like the hidden side theme. I think the boxes definitely had some of the dilemma of the downfall of the hidden side and some of the augmented reality. But regardless, I love the Halloween vibe and feel. This set is so cool. I love all the features in it. Like, it literally turns into like a ghost train. It has all the spooky factors and features in it. And you can actually pull some of those features out and power it up and make it run around your Lego city. So, and for the price, I think it was only like $100 or something around there. It was a pretty well valued Lego set, and it was something I really enjoyed. And I bought multiple copies and built it. I really enjoyed it, so that's why it's a little bit higher on my list. The next is the Orient Express Train. Now, this one is an 8-stud wide Lego set, meaning it's not similar to some of the other ones. It's a little bit wider. This set is very difficult to power it up, but the Lego Group had sent us one for its release back in, I think it was November, maybe December of 2023. We ended up powering it up and just got it able to run around our train tracks. It is such a big Lego set. It's a little bit more difficult to run, but regardless, it is absolutely beautiful. The colors remind me of the Emerald Knight, just in blue. And of course, it's an iconic European Lego train. It does have a tagged retail price of $300, so a little bit steeper, but don't let that take it away. This set is an absolute beauty and a gorgeous and a very fun set to build. Moving forward, we have the Winter Holiday Train. I mean, this is just like a kid's dream, a dad's dream, a mom's dream, whatever it may be. Like, this set could be enjoyed by a family. It could be your train around your Legos, around your tree. As can any of these, but this one, it just gives that total Christmas vibe. It's hard not to talk about a set like this. It really was just so well done, and it was not a bad price. I think it was $100 when it did come out. It was the Winter Holiday Train, 734 pieces, and it actually came with a complete circle and track. You just don't, they just don't make them like that like they used to, right? And the caboose, gosh, it was just a beauty. Moving forward, we have another 8-stud wide Lego train, but this one actually is made to run around a track because it actually comes with all the system you need to run around, and I can appreciate that. I believe the retail for this one was $350, but don't let that price tag scare you away. I think one of the factors that it was such a higher price tag is because you got this entire train station from Disney World. So anyways, you had the Disney train and you got the station, and the train itself, it's a steam locomotive. It's the train they use on the at the theme park. It is really awesome. It did not come with a remote, I don't think, but you were able to hook it up to your phone. So regardless, what a fantastic set. Oh my gosh, that is, I mean, it's hard to say, like, if you missed out on this one. It's like, why'd you miss out on this one? This is such a beauty. I do have a copy sealed and I have yet to build it, but will probably when we have our first kid. Moving forward, we have the Crocodile Locomotive. I regret not buying more of these. Again, another gorgeous looking Lego train. This, I mean, I can't express this enough. The retail price on this one was $100. I wish Lego would make more sets like this. I mean, this is the Creator Expert theme, basically the Lego Icons theme now. And man, I just wish they make more of them. They even had the inclusion on the box, which I think is very well done and proper that Lego's done this. Here it is. This is what you need. Buy this, this, and this, and it moves around the track. Like, that is what we want. As train fans, I feel like that is what we want. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But man, this is just a beautiful looking train. And it's very adulty, and it looks so detailed. I think like this is gonna be very sought after in the later future days. Moving forward, we're also throwing in another Lego City set here. I, for one, think this is a very well done Lego City set. train set. It's the cargo train, literally just called cargo train. It's decked out in this blue, but for whatever reason, I know it's a city train, but it is done exceptionally well. The cargo blue on it, the scale of it, it's done. It almost looks like the Maersk, but unbranded. And they did a really good job. I unfortunately missed out on this one. I was not collecting at the time, but at some point in time, I would love to grab a copy of this because I am a true fan of this one, and I think it would be awesome running around my Lego City. Moving forward, we have to the passenger train, and this one is an absolute beauty. I know you're probably thinking, well, why is this so high up on your list? It's got a special place in my heart. Why wouldn't it? I have two copies of this one, and I know it's a Lego City set as well, but the colors, they just go. The decked out green, white, navy blue, and yellow, it just is so cohesive, and it looks fantastic when this set is rolling around my Lego City. I'm very impressed with this one, and one of the other cool things about it is it retails for 160 bucks. You are quite often able to find it for $130, and it comes with the remote, the powered up functions, and the Bluetooth receiver, and then of course all the train tracks to get you started, and a really sleek looking train. So I ended up buying two of these, and you get two powered up systems. You just can't complain. I'm really stoked about it. But a little bit better on the passenger train, we have the Horizon Express, which is a part of the Creator 3-in-1 series, and Creator Expert, right? Anyways, this one was a beaut. I regret not having two copies of this, but I do have the one, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous Lego train that rolls around your city. It definitely looks like a high-speed train and has the electric lines that ran. It is a really, really cool set. I love the box art as well, but man, is this one, I mean, the windows being built on the side, it is a great building experience and just a fun Lego train. So if you had the chance to get this one, it is pretty cool. One thing to keep in mind about this set is if you have tight corners or Lego buildings on the side, this nose is actually really long. So it actually sticks out on your train tracks on the normal radius quite long. So be careful wherever you place this one. Moving on forward, we are in our top 4 Lego trains of all time, in my eyes, from 2000 and above. We have a later release in the early 2000s. We have the Lego Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Another Santa Fe locomotive. Absolutely fantastic. I bought this at Brickworld Chicago, brand new in box, I believe last year in 2023, maybe 2022. And I think I paid like $400 or something like that. I'm not too mad about it because I am absolutely in love with this Lego set. It's an absolutely beaut, and at some point in my career of Lego building, I would love to complete this entire train with all its cars, its rail cars that you were able to get with it and buy it separate. It is just a beautiful looking locomotive, and again, I still have mine sealed in box, but I really do want to open it and build two of them back to back, and then of course some cars to go along with it. Moving on into our number 3, I don't think is any shocker to you. It's the Lego Maersk train. It is, again, a beautiful looking train. That Maersk blue is like a color of no other. It sticks out like a sore thumb in a good way, and in probably one of the best ways possible. It is just so well done, and you're talking about an early 2000s Lego train set, and you were able to add your powered up system to it like remarkably easily. The cargo that is encompassed in your freight cars, amazing. They're so well done. Even the truck hauling them, just an overall. If they can make more sets like this, man, there's my wallet's gonna burn on fire. Like this is why. Like this is it. This is the sets. Moving on into number 2 is another absolute beauty. If not, all of these top Lego trains here. I mean, it's easy to say which one is up there. Anyways, it's the Emerald Knight train, and it's set number 10194, iconic number 10194. It is the emerald green, 1085 pieces, creator expert. It is just a fantastic Lego set, and the brown coach cars that go along with it. I mean, the theme of this train is just top tier, and you could see the brand new box tag of $1,100. I don't even think it goes unjustified. Like the fact that this set is that price does not surprise me because it is just an absolutely gorgeous Lego train to have, on display, running around Lego City, or sitting in a box. Like any way you want to prefer, I'm for it because this is a top tier set. Absolutely top tier set. And I actually have 2 of these coach cars. I have 2 custom Christmas carriages here decked out in that theme, and then just have like Christmas trees on top of them, and then a custom caboose to go along with it. And man, can I say it is one of the most complete Lego trains I ever have. One thing to keep in mind though, the powered systems that were in it. It has an IR receiver, and it has the remote, and then it has lights running through it and a motor inside of it. I actually want to pull all of that stuff out, and I want to actually put the powered up system in the caboose there, and have it run on the powered up system, because the motor and all the gears inside of this is really cool in this train. It's really interesting, really different, but it does not roll around the city very well. So when we get our Lego City up and on its feet, I think that's one of the first things we'll be doing, because this train is too beautiful not to be rolling around. And then my number one Lego train of all time, of course, should be no surprise to you, is the Lego Santa Fe Super Chief. Just the most iconic Lego train ever made in my eyes. I think it was the year made was 2001. It's set number 10020, and at the time I think this was like 40 bucks or 30 bucks or maybe 50 bucks, and modern day, I mean, brand new in the box is 500 plus, right? It's absolutely bananas in the price point, but it is a really, really cool Lego set. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so well done. I love the colors, the coach cars to go with it in that gray slash silver color. They look immaculate. I only have one coach car and one caboose. Now, it was a very interesting set. They made two different versions. So one was one of 10,000. So they had one all number 0 all the way to 9,999, and that was your limited edition Santa Fe. And then everything after that was just the Santa Fe Super Chief. So do keep that in mind. The only difference is on that set is you can see the stickers on this one is marked as 301. Those are sticker elements, and the limited editions did not have that. They had a printed element here numbering that Santa Fe Super Chief, which again is really, really cool. Regardless, still a fantastic Lego set. I do not have the limited edition one, but I do plan to get one hopefully in the near future. But I do have the one locomotive, the caboose, and then one of the coach cars. And then one of the other cool things is, I think it was the caboose. You could buy 3 of them, build it 3 different ways for 3 different cars. And then the other one was like a mail car and a passenger car. You could buy that car and build it 2 different ways. So essentially you'd have to buy 3 of the one set, which is 10222, 2 of set 10225, or inverse, and then 1 of the locomotives, or 2 of the locomotives, to make it the most like complete Lego Santa Fe train out there. But anyways, that is a long-winded answer. That is my worst to first Lego trains. I might have missed a couple, but truthfully, I went through the list quite extensively, and I think I covered them all. I know like the Metro Liner was on, I don't know if it was on, I think it was before 2000s. Yeah, it was way before the 2000s. So I didn't encompass it in our list. Again, for even a pre-2000 Lego set, this set is absolutely just amazing looking. And, I would definitely put it on that list, even in the top 15 for sure. I just didn't incorporate it because we did talk about being 2000 and above. But Lego sets like this, I just feel like need to be made more. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video. I know it's a longer video, but that is truthfully 2000 and above, my worst to first Lego trains. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a really fun video to put together and put some thought into. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and maybe comment what your number 1, 2, 3, 10, whatever it may be, your favorite Lego trains ever made, because I will be sure to read all the comments, as this is a very fun video because I'm a huge Lego train fan. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I'm Cristo from Stud City. We'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Have an amazing rest of the day. Peace out.